Okay, Ramblers, let's get rambling.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Dr. Nick.
It's some sick, dumb guy here, and welcome to another episode of SumDumRVLiving. I'm sure my voice sounds like absolute crap, but the show must go on. And today I am altering my seating situation. Now, as comfortable as these reclining theater seats are, and as overall handy and convenient as they would otherwise be, they're not really conducive to my idea of how I want my living room set up. First and foremost, I want a coffee table. Well, you can't really have a coffee table if you have recliners, unless you want to slide it out of the way every time you want to recline. That's a lot of sliding. Second of all, I want a console table, which I've already bought, to go below the window behind there. One, it's good storage. Two, the kiddies love to sit back there and look out the window, and I'd like to provide them a space for that. These recliners don't really have a really good surface area for that, and they sit a little high on the back anyway. And then third, when it comes to finalizing my little alcove here with movie shelving, it's going to have a unit in an episode to come that will come out from the wall, running along the arms of my seating area here. I don't have the room to put the unit I want to put with this here. This is just a couple of inches too wide. So I have purchased a couch that's a little bit narrower, just a little bit. Hopefully it'll be comfy. We're going to build that today, and then we're going to sample it a little bit before we go any further. I had to pause recording for a moment there. The furnace kicked on, and I thought it'd make too much background noise. So as I was saying, going to put that new couch together today. Going to sample it, check it for comfortability. Is that a word? It is today. And pending approval, got to determine how to take this thing apart so I can get it out the door. I think Sugar's investigating right now. So if that works, I get the new couch in there, then I can look to building the console table, getting it tucked behind. And because the new couch isn't as deep as this, putting the console table behind it, I won't lose any depth space or anything. So if anything, I might even be a little further back, which is great, which gives me even more room for my coffee table. So I'm hoping it's not going to be too strenuous a job. Try to take things easy, push myself entirely too hard for the last 2 months. Things finally caught up to me. I'm sick. I'm not happy. But progress must be made. Everything works out, and I can get this thing taken apart, put outside, put back together. It's going to get posted up for sale on Craigslist, and maybe we can get a few bucks for it. It's in immaculate condition, really, as far as I'm concerned, and it's incredibly comfortable, useful, and everything else. I like it. I'm still kind of sad to get rid of it, but priorities. Let's get going. Now, here's the couch that I wanted to buy originally. It was actually my second choice. I'd all but settled on one that I thought was going to work out really well, but something just wasn't quite sitting right with me. So I went and went one more round of shopping, and ended up finding this one here, and overall it hit me. Despite not having what appears to be very padded armrests, you know what, I can get pillows for that. Overall, I liked it. So I ordered it, it shipped, and it was on the FedEx truck to be delivered to me that day when I got a notice from FedEx saying, oh, we're sending it back to the sender. We've damaged it and not deliverable. I'm like, oh, you gotta be freaking kidding me. So I had bought it on a website, and I had utilized a large amount of credit that I had. So the thing out of pocket cost me very little. So knowing that I would be refunded was great, but a lot of it was credit. And knowing that limited supply is a thing, I went back on the website, looked, and lo and behold, nobody had that couch in that exact same color. It was gone. I even used this website called dupe.com that I just recently learned of that morning, that you can do an image search and find other places that carry that same product or similar to buy it, and everywhere it linked me to was all sold out. There was gone or discontinued, whatever, I don't know. However, that same couch in a different color, this gray color here, was available, but in the most limited supplies you could possibly imagine. So I found 2 sellers on that original website that had it. It's a marketplace website. Put them both in my cart, did the dupe search, found the original manufacturer, had one listed on Amazon with one left, went back to the other website because there was more money on the Amazon, went back to the original website. One of the 2 was gone, sold out. So then there was basically, for the entirety of the internet that I could find, there were 2, and I mean 2 couches in the gray color out there available. So I grabbed up the other one. Now, of course, the downside is I had to pay cash flat out for that. Yeah, and I'll get refunded for the original one, which finally now, after like a week and a half, finally made it back, and I'm requesting my refund. I don't know why I had to request it. But the simple matter is that instead of, majority credit and partial cash, now basically I had to pay cash out of pocket, so I have to play the credit to something else down the road, which is still unfortunate. Whatever, it'll all come out in the wash. So this is the one that I got. The box is outside, and I am going to start unpacking it and bringing in parts. We have parts, manual, and hardware. And we have an assembly area. Couch, fun times.
I don't Who told you?
Hey, look, Greg.
No.
Latest episode of the Physical Media Show in the background, keeping me company while I record my assembly here. Yay. Assembly complete. Easy and a pain in the ass, all wrapped up in one, as these things tend to be. You can say, hey, you get what you pay for, and we'll see what that entails this time, because I don't really know. We shall just play it out. I need to go outside now and unpack all the cushions. They're vacuum sealed, so it's going to take some time to decompress, and the manufacturer, they say, hey, don't open these until you assemble the frame and everything, just in case there's a problem, because once those are unpacked and the vacuum seals decompressed, they can't be returned. So I'm going to leave them outside in the sun and the warmth a little bit, and hopefully that'll help the expansion. The manual says anywhere from 24 to 72 hours for full expansion. I hope not, because I need to test this bad boy out so I can figure out what we're going to do with this. Hey, look, it's Greg and Tom, Physical Media Show, shout out. Okay, so yeah. Here we are, and there buddy is. It's done. We have completed. So far so good. I've been comfy. Mileage may vary. I need pillows. That's on the list. This thing does suck back a good 7 or 8 inches further back. The old ones had to be far away from the wall to accommodate recliners reclining, which that gain will now be mitigated mostly once I build and install or place my, thank you buddy, my console table behind here. Kitties will be able to sit on it. I can bring the window up. They can sit on that. They can look outside. They enjoy doing that. Oh, thank you, sweet boy. I love you too. I appreciate y'all joining me. It's another SumDumRVLiving adventure. Speaking of the microphone. Appreciate each and every one of you. Say hi to Buddy on your way out. Sugar also made a couple of cameo appearances here. Next up will be additional shelf building. I have an interesting one. Not too much of a spoiler, but it'll help accommodate all this not stacked nonsense and such that you can't entirely see, thank God. But it's time to lounge and recuperate and get over the sickness. Thanks. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Alan.